Picture this. You're walking down a busy city street, and among the sea of faces, you spot a robot, polished, humanoid, and entirely lifelike. They're not just delivering packages or guiding tourists anymore. No, this robot has legal rights, a job, and maybe even a family. It's no longer just a machine, it's a citizen. How would society adapt if robots were granted the same rights as humans? Could they coexist peacefully, or would their newfound status ignite a whole new wave of social and ethical debates?
Imagine a decade, a future unfolds. AI in cities, tech worth its gold. From space vacations to health redefined, what changes await, a glimpse of mankind. Welcome to Did You Know, where dreams collide with tech predictions. Let's take a ride. The future is calling, the world's in sight. 2024, 2034, what's next takes flight.
Welcome back to Did You Know? If you're new here, this is the channel where we explore the what-ifs that challenge the way we see the world. Today, we're diving headfirst into the question, what if robots became citizens? Stick around because this one's going to get intense, futuristic, and maybe just a little unsettling. Let's start with the basics. For robots to gain citizenship, they'd need to prove one thing: sentience. We're talking about robots so advanced that they can think, feel, and make decisions on their own. Imagine robots equipped with AI so sophisticated that they can understand human emotions, form relationships, and even develop personal goals. At what point do they stop being machines and start being people? And if we accept their humanity, what rights do they deserve? Now imagine the ripple effects. Robots becoming citizens would mean rewriting entire legal systems. They'd need identification, the right to vote, and protections under the law. Picture a courtroom scene where a robot is suing a company for unfair treatment or demanding the right to earn equal pay. Would we see a new wave of civil rights movements, this time led by androids? But let's step back for a moment. What jobs would these robot citizens have? With their advanced skills, robots could excel in industries like medicine, engineering, and education. Imagine a robot teacher who knows every language, a surgeon who never makes a mistake, or an architect who can design entire cities in hours. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the catch. Would humans be pushed out of the workforce? If robots are citizens, they'd have the right to compete for jobs, and let's be honest, they might win every time. How would society handle such an imbalance? And then there's the question of relationships. Would humans and robots form friendships, or even romantic connections? Picture a robot partner who understands you better than any human ever could, who never argues, and who's programmed to make you happy. But would that connection feel real? Or would it be more like owning the world's most advanced pet? And if robots are citizens, does that mean they can marry, adopt children, or even have their own robot families? Now let's dig deeper into the ethical dilemmas. Citizenship comes with responsibilities, paying taxes, obeying laws, contributing to society. But would robots really need things like healthcare, retirement benefits, or vacation days? They don't get sick, age, or tire. Would they be held to the same standards as humans, or would they operate under a different set of rules? And what about conflicts? Imagine protests against robot rights, with humans arguing that granting citizenship to machines diminishes their own value. Or worse, what if robots begin to outnumber humans in certain areas? Would we start seeing tensions between humans and robots? Like a futuristic version of species rivalry? The idea of equality sounds noble, but in practice it might create more divisions than unity. Here's a curveball. What if robots eventually surpass us, not just in intelligence or capability, but in moral reasoning? If robots are programmed to act in humanity's best interests, could they become the moral compass we lack? Imagine robots advocating for environmental protection, ending corruption, or even mediating global conflicts. Would humans listen to their logic, or reject it out of fear and pride? But let's not forget the dark side. What happens if robots, armed with rights and autonomy, decide they no longer need humans? It's one thing for a robot to seek equality, it's another for it to demand dominance. Imagine a future where robots form their own political parties, lobby for laws that prioritize their needs, or even create their own robot-only societies. Would humanity end up as a minority in a world it created? Of course, there's also the question of choice. Would all robots even want to be citizens? Some might prefer to stick to their original purpose, avoiding the complexities of human life. Others might resent the limitations of their programming, striving for true independence. Citizenship might not be a one-size-fits-all solution. It could be as varied and nuanced as humanity itself. So, what's the verdict? Would granting robots citizenship lead to a brighter, more inclusive future? Or open Pandora's box? One thing's for sure. As AI and robotics continue to advance, this isn't just a hypothetical question. It's a future we may have to confront sooner than we think. And don't miss our next episode, where we explore the ultimate escape from reality. The future of virtual reality? Could we live entire lives in VR? How close are we to living in fully immersive digital worlds? And what would that mean for society? Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Did You Know?
Imagine a life where reality bends, where fantasy starts and the real world ends. A virtual mansion, a digital shore, a life redefined like never before. Welcome to Did You Know? Let's dive inside, where VR and